course, that was tucking in narrow, and you're looking at the pace of Rouge of Zico, just to get on beyond this Belgian high line from the Belgian Jeremy Doku out on the left. His relationship with Castagna will be key, looking to break down the Egyptian line, and then teeing up with Ketelera and De Bruyne in the middle. Handing out at right back for Egypt, he feels couldn't have their hands full.
Ibrahim, the central defenders, next to Hamdi Fati. 5 of the players in the initial 11 are with Epi, record champions in Egypt. A bit of a test there for Brandon Mehmet. As part of this defensive sector for Belgium. No Zeno de Bast because of a leg injury. They have tried to rejuvenate the defence. Belgium much needed rejuvenation. There's Doku, who can be a handful for opponents, particularly in 1 versus 1 situations. And Thibaut Courtois, one of the best there is. Don't really see too many mistakes from him. And Roy only plays for Lille in France. Reflect there by Charles de Quintana, who's playing as the central striker in this setup for Rudy Garcia. There's his opposite number, Osama Hassan, who is the all-time leading goal scorer for Egypt. And a certain Mohamed Salah has a chance at this World Cup to get past him.
It's an interesting balance that Belgium have got to have. They want to press, but are in danger of being played through like that, and with the pace of the players we're talking about.
And also Onana committing himself, robustest play from him. Very much his trademark. And that was neat and tidy from Egypt. There's Henny who tried to feed it through. And we're looking for the likes of Salah to join Omar Marmoush, the central striker in this constellation. Mustafa Zico, one of the attackers as well for the Pharaohs.
Just looking and seeing them, I'm sure, down here in the bottom left-hand side of your screen, the number 8. Wondering where he was going to play in the dynamic, where he's out on the left-hand side. Mo Salah's very central, in behind Omar Marmoush, the centre forward, almost in there as a 4-4-2. The front 4 in there. They'll look to play like this, Egypt, always within the mindset of going on beyond the Belgian backline. Some of these players, including Ngoy, untested at just such a high level, plays it out in France in Lille, but internationally only 4 caps so far.
Back the way, machine, one of the defensive-minded midfield players for Egypt here. Vibrant, simple atmosphere. This is very much a football, soccer city. Back all the way to the ears of the NESL. Castagna is put to work. He's given a little left back by Rudy Garcia, the French coach from Belgium. He's on his birthday. His final season with Liverpool makes for Coulter. We're certainly not going to forget all of that. His wonders at Hatfield that he used.
Fantastic, wonderful player. Not the greatest player against him. He gets in certain positions and there's no, as a keeper, as a defender, there's very little you can do to stop him at times.
This straight away from Kevin De Bruyne. Onana. And then showing for De Bruyne. moving here, Belgium. Roy worked his way into the starting 11. Liverpool, that's very much his style, with the Dinamos. He's there, they pick up the Dinamos. Wasn't up that far away. Early fluency from the Romanos.
Playing the Roman standards. You see the space he's got, he knows he's got that time. It's just that first touch isn't out of his feet, just gets stuck under it, but it's really good movement from Tielemans. That's where Belgium are dangerous. Off the left-hand side, the combinations they can get between their players. De Bruyne sitting in waiting there. He's in the prime position, just didn't quite get it right.
His later years for Belgium, he's become more mentor than metronome. Using the word enjoy, and enjoying it much more now. Pressure is off a little bit. He is at the autumn of his career.
There's very much of a question. He's playing against him. He always got so frustrated when things weren't going so right. He was always managing the team on the pitch, and he does like to dictate play and boss around his teammates, but that grew into frustrations at times where things weren't going right.
To know what to make of this Egyptian side. They've marched through Portland and a pretty good recent African Cup of Nations, making it all the way to the semi-finals. Down the lines, only 2 stars, Salah and Mamouche. At the best, they wear a very compact look.
Stuck a little bit in these sorts of situations, especially in the defensive midfielders get caught on the ball in situations like this. Happened in the Premier League against Brazil. They want to win that press, but quite as comfortable as they should be on the ball.
Balls on the proceedings here. Salah, the killer for the moment. Abati of Brazil, line in the middle.
Typically input from Salah, I'm not sure. Maybe wanted to track back too much. I think they are in transition and we wanted to sit in and sit deep and let others do the running for him.
And there's a ball with a Henson. Is the field.
Still talking to him. Still at the moment. So nothing great. It's been a very nice start with a very long tournament.
Will be well enough. Just took that play by Haku. Try to get it Russell. Exquisite play. Wonderful down Russell. Provides season of Arsenal, such as successful season as well. Not seeing the decision go his way.
It's an interesting position for him. Because he likes to come in off the left-hand side. Just don't think you're going to move Boku in the form that he's in. He's out on that right-hand side, wanting to get onto his right foot. He hasn't got the angle to shoot. I've seen it so many times for Arsenal. Cutting in onto his right, but from the other side of the field.
Giving there by Shabira Salah. Something involved in the attacking action. Zico. Something out of that right flank. Still with efficiently enough by the Belgians. That's for Doku. Trying to improve. Didn't happen for him. So goes here to Courtois. 0-0 with 10 minutes on the stopwatch. From the delightful Emerald City. Seattle, Washington. Salah. Through. Zico is up there. The inquiry. The Egyptian players. Mamouche operates centrally.
It's not his natural game. That is it. A hold-up play. He wants to play on the half-turn there. Sorry, won't get tight to him.
Just to get it there. That's a big him as well. False nine or an attacking midfield player, but Atalanta in Italy with Rangers club football becoming ever more the centre forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to say that you're looking at the moment who's not a main natural number 9 out. It's allowed up the other end. Did really well there to win the corner. So now it's 2-2, two teams without the number 9 on the pitch right now. Sitting in late on the bench, not really a passion for both.
Indeed, goal scorer. Struggling all season long on the injury front. Words there on one of the tweets. This World Cup that comes to the laws. Those are now to challenge a wrongly given corner kick. As long as it happens quickly, it will stop it quickly. Wise. The share of this game, but it's Egypt so far, and that comes the yellow card here. Happy complaining about it.
This is what he's good at. Stepping out of defence, driving through as a progressive passer. It's interesting for Egypt now. We've got to watch this and see which player they want. They know, as you say, the Belgium are going to want the ball. Who do they want to have the ball? Suggestion Arna is one of the players that say maybe not as creative in midfield. Allow him to have it.
The strategy. We get later tonight, FX1, double header action, Saudi Arabia against Uruguay, followed by Iran against New Zealand. Starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. That's FX1. Doku. Pass by Kenny. Trying to react. Wasn't quick enough. It was Marmouche who was back there. Into it in a flash. But not more tingling. This time, Senna is trying to create room for himself. And another cooking from the Brazilian referee. Senna, it can be hard to pin down. Castilian has done it to moment.
Well, you get the feeling he's run right through the ball. He certainly did not want to be doing that to make the decision to give up his yellow card, really, and now having a shot, and he's on a tightrope.
Chico twisting one way then the other. Castilian the company. Georgie Castilian on Fulham. Versatile fullback Willie Garcia. On Fletcher, Belgium. Just independent of himself as a coach with Leo. Down to the double 2011. We're taking the fast train from Brussels Dini's out to Robinson back cross. You know that Leo is a short out from Brussels. Two pair of hands, Thibaut Courtois for Belgium. Earlier, the road that angles. Lots of Flemish, but also have to have to approach. The Rouge did the same thing. Actually, 3 languages. That's the other two of that one.
Very great challenge to it. Got no one near the ball, taking that docu. And onto that, LAIR was really stepping across there. That's a dangerous tackle. I have no idea. Abatieva has not given a free kick there. He's onto the ball, he's breaking through. It's a yard card, it's a foul. We got to ask him a question. What to say?
It's the old time around sort of challenge that, wasn't it? From
Was a professional on your feet to see what's happening because you're out of control and can end up in any way, shape or form and some forms of damage.
Yeah, a good selection is that. And there was a goalkeeper for Egypt at the 1990 World Cup. I remember watching them. World Cup were rather stiffy. The group of England, the Netherlands, the Republic of Ireland, not many goals were scored. Still looking for the first goal in this match. Mixed story for the African countries to this point. Real credit to Gabby, what they did earlier against Spain in Atlanta. Performance by Virginia, the keeper. 7 saves. Salah, looking to check the ball, looking for the free kick, which is forthcoming for Egypt. Field, Etihad to Seattle now. Who's earlier by our reporter Anthony Shepler talking about the Salah, the connections, the same. Just ahead of the game. Just like old times. It's no longer playing in this football. There was a monster. That will be a tour to watch. First time in a game for Arsenal this past season.
It's not quite as fluid on this right hand side. You can see Trossard now just entering into the centre circle. He wants to come inside, bringing it right wing back, right back. He's not natural up and active right back. He's so compared to the other side, on the left hand side of Belgium, this right hand side is a little bit more clunky, a little bit more steady.
Yeah, it's a good point, Rob. To stay at home a bit more. So we go Belgium needs to have central defenders running in the full-back positions. Not the all that much. You have your natural full-backs now. Here's an Achilles heel for Belgium. It might be at the back. With the players coming through. Down the ground. That's it. Goodness! Wonderful strike! That's on! Egypt in the rain against Belgium! Egyptian! Fire! Egyptian!
Something special from Russia and Egypt tonight. Just coming out that left hand side, wants to step onto his right foot. He's capable of this, and he's really well worked. Belgium just setting up a fraction. We're stepping backwards, thinking he's going to go in behind, and that buys him the space from 22 yards. Still got a lot to do, but it's a wonderful strike. It needs to be Courtois. And it hammers it home. Courtois no chance. A fantastic start for Egypt.
And you're looking at a man who has just scored his very first international goal. Was the all-time top scorer for Egypt. He would have been proud of that one. So Basura, the man who suffered a broken collarbone in the Club World Cup opener, playing for Al-Ahly against Inter Miami. And a moment that he will never forget. Belgium behind. We were talking about it in the studio earlier, going against another African side, Morocco, the last World Cup that went awry. Never recovered from it, and the Belgians were ducked out in the group stage. And a marvellous effort that by Asua.
Critical work, wasn't it? The movement off the ball, away from him, created that space. As soon as he got that space, absolutely nothing else on his mind other than getting his laces through the ball. Fantastic throw.
Supply to the Kuka. Belgium respond swiftly. T-Lines. Comes in forward again. And Gary had to work his way back in the way of the presence of Marmouche. He's trying to be a little bit clever there. He's just with Michelin. It's Egypt in front. The little pause here, this next break is sponsored by Lenovo. A real shock to the Belgian system. A goal. Cracking goal from Asua.
So, David, lots going on?
Gary.
Needing 5 minutes.
Great for everyone. Thank you. Sorry, Gary.
Come on. Keep practicing. Happy now? I wouldn't say a lot.
Lenovo AI helps you do a lot, like a lot.
What are my offers?
Subscribe if you want to know what the 500 million playbook looks like.
Offers on me. Soccer fans know you gotta protect your sensitive parts. That's why Duff Net Whole Body Deo is alcohol free and new to spray everywhere, even down there. Duff Net Whole Body Deo.
Is David's backyard ready for the FIFA World Cup? Maybe he'll build it like Beckham, paint it like Patricia, flip it like Rich, plant it like Paige, or watch it all happen just like them. Very happy to help.
Powerade has 50% more electrolytes than the last one. And Powerade is the official sports drink of FIFA World Cup. Power your legacy with Powerade. Friday, White Cross. After their tournament win in LA, Christian Pulisic in the U.S. kicked off the World Cup action. As the Stars and Stripes take on Australia. USA, Australia, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Jones in for Egypt scoring. Under the pressure, short of Egypt in the square. Trying until the narrative. Really get see that as soon as I believe use these match breaks. As coaching breaks. And he did say, not happy to have one under the circumstances.
Yeah, they're shocked by that goal, saying that the game was comfortable for both teams, really. They've got something in the area that they wanted to, in a couple of times that we've seen, and they're feeling that focus on that left-hand side of the pitch to keep them finding the right through there, getting them into that area to get back into the game for Egypt. It is where they want to do now. They can hit on the break, they can play like this, they're showing confidence. It's going to be a really tough move, 25 minutes with remaining 25 to half-time for Belgium to find that goal. And it's
Brushed off heavy.
Really good change of movement there. Teams to go high, drop off, Trossard to drop inside.
Tielemans, he has been bundled to the ground. Play continues, Belgium have it once more. Kevin De Bruyne. Trying to get through as Meunier has made the run, but the goal scorer acting as the extra defender there. Assur. First score at Leave. Previously Denmark, Venezia.
Great discipline, wasn't it? Knew his role, knew what he had to do, knew what Kevin De Bruyne was going to have that quality on the ball to find it from.
Commander James Jordan and the after-hours crew will be unfolding another wrap-up of today's World Cup action. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Erling Haaland. Special guests, watch midnight tonight. To that conversation could be interesting. Here's good into position to shoot. There's an early whistle from Ravati, the Brazilian referee.
So tracking in and tracking round again. They're making them up rather than he's just tracking back behind. Happy to take the foul right there. Sure. He's dropping in almost as a second left back at times. The temptation is for Egypt just to sit in now. Got to keep on staying brave and try to play and play forward.
Side that was excellent in the final warm-up game. They went the floor with Tunisia 5 past them in Brussels. But I watched about 7 games that day and came away with the conclusion that Belgium were the best of the teams I've watched. There can be. Priorities. And totally onto him again. It was Penny. Penny. Heavy players. Some of the top for more than a decade. Steals for the pass. Not to strike. Assur. That was ball play. We're just pointing on what they needed to. Actually, right into Tielemans.
Continues playing with his head up. He's apologising to Mo Salah. Mo Salah has made the run. Sorry. Zico, well, strong enough to play the ball, just couldn't quite get the opportunity.
Zico, right hand throwing away the attack. Salah, something of a roving commission.
Interesting. Transition, so to say. Evolution maybe in this for Mo Salah. Moving on to Arsenal's years. Hold that right touchline for so many years. Very much not that ball now.
Getting stuck in Fati. Andy Fati. Actually plays at Qatar for Waka. Tielemans. Dealt with in the end by Ibrahim. To Egypt here. That's a superb strike from Assur. Egypt looking to use Tielemans to give effect from the captain's armband these days. Into the centre.
It's going to take bang runs, it's going to take runs like this, probably into that front field, into that back line. What will it matter now? It's that other than Jimmy Booker, he's not going to play on the pitch. So everything's going to be second back and try. You just know that. And you can defend from feet, you can defend with body. As long as you're eyeing just a bit different to something to get to the byline. Something that possibly could be, and to be honest, don't have to
Decent step here against the confident Belgium side. From dark pass into the Belgium, and that's the favourites. I think they're back in the back very scripted. More or less kept in shot so far.
wall of light that he's up against. And then you can commit to that side because you look right and say, you look right up here.
Here's the man popped out by Chicharito. And Hernandez in the studio. To watch. Coming up. The foot back challenge. Down to release. To the Divine. So was inclined to pursue. The happened with a mistake from Goy manifested itself. Didn't. So, again. Three position. Zero.
He knows too much of that one ball, it just leaves it in the centre of the goal. So he listens, he doesn't say it, that's not thinking.
And sure. And that's what he was looking to produce. And the control, and he was challenged. Just as the ball went out, and there's a yellow card. And forced immediately, a very quick exercise on the Egyptian bench.
Wiping people out on the side of the pitch like this,
Batting it across.
one goal.
Nine seconds.
Just to change an angle and really try and change things up, try to provide a little point difference.
That's Trossard. Still giving maybe thought process, maybe different thought process.
He comes inside, yeah, he's doing the same thing. You've got to have a man going on the other and have a look at the kind of predictable. You can see it up here.
To encourage himself down to the side, so much goes through it. The Egyptian team. The year. That's the year with that chip ball, the team with that option off. Going to bring in. Don't forget, tomorrow at Fox, a huge triple header, France against Senegal, followed by Iraq versus Norway, and then the reigning world champions, number one ranked team, Argentina, winning their title defence against Algeria. We'll find out tomorrow at Fox. Which will see the at 11 in London, Pacific time, it's our time. Here in Singapore. It was a spectacular venue for footballers, I'm sure. With the sound, because of the Catskill Mountains. They discovered in a short time. We'll see it. They don't get the back. That's actually.
Competition and sweet, isn't it? That's up for competition.
They needed a completely sort of caffeine jolt so far in this game. Now to Egypt. Doku. And he was quick to be halted. This was the Belgians passing it around. And now down his back team.
Team was just stretching a bit too far. They're on the top of the people. Egypt. Such a heavy Egyptian presence that it's unexpected good stuff with a real energy to it, a real air of anticipation. Fantastic try, make sure.
The screen there, but we're going after that. Goal scored by Asua.
I've seen this little filth as well, sometimes with you. Contact that he wanted. It's not so cool than anything, but it's a really clever header because he knew he wasn't going to get a decent enough contact to get it on target. On there. Also, I thought he was right there, he was right on target.
Stanley does want to be cornered on that side. Dealt with the air by Fatou Asua.
Or he gets here, gives us free kick and just takes off talking under pressure for the Thursday period for the first time of the game.
To see if he could direct to it, Marbles. A little bit of a lonely figure, it must be said. Scattering efficiently all around. Also for company that wasn't perfected here by Egypt. This man wasn't too much more of a perfect defender.
Continue to bombard certain people that come up from my area.
The family comes out because they're really deserving. This struggling family-owned restaurant has their mother and father cooking it. Serving the tables just to survive. This struggling family-owned restaurant has their mother and father cooking and serving. Let's see if we have an update for the struggling family-owned restaurant. Previously, I did a secret unpaid honest review with this guy's on that empty struggling family-owned restaurant. Going back for an update.